do something a little different, mess around with some programming still, but with some gameplay at the same time. I found some older mods for Minecraft Java Edition that lets me open up a Clojure REPL in the running game, so I can actually programmatically play around with Minecraft using Clojure. So I have some stuff set up a little bit actually, and I want to just kind of goof around in that today. Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. Just thought it might be fun to do a little mess around with that kind of stuff today. So let me kind of clear up my screen a little bit here. So what I have here is notes and functions can go here for future use, but I have here, let me actually turn down this a little bit. Yeah. I've got a Minecraft window here, the server here, so I can do stuff like that, and so I don't know all of the Clojure server commands perfectly yet, so I have to figure that stuff out, but the idea is you run server commands here. You could keep your server going, change it up however you want, and here you run code that produces results in the game itself. So I'm just gonna kind of mess around with that today because I think that'll be a lot of fun, and I have no desire to do proper work, so so that's that'll be today. So so the first stuff I want to do, you could see before I was doing this, I was messing around with some stuff beforehand here. So I was placing a bunch of blocks all over the place. So that's nothing. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to find kind of an open space to fly around to first. And then what I want to do first is figure out a nice way to build programmatically so that I'm not, well, because that seems like a kind of a cool place to start. So let's see, I'll go ahead and do this. Seems like a good place as any. Let me just kind of make a little flat spot. And then we'll start messing with some commands and whatnot, and we could just go from there. So what I'm thinking is, so I know that I have this little block function that I found, which actually I can show where I got it in a moment. But I have a function that lets me place blocks at relative coordinates to where my player coordinate is. So using that, I think I'm gonna just kind of make some fun functions that make some pre-built structures, sort of thing. So once this little area is cleared, I'll demonstrate something for a minute. There we go. Okay, so this is a good place as any to just goof around in. I mean, it's Minecraft, so there's like an infinite set of places that you could use ultimately, so it doesn't matter. But what I want to do here, I think, is figure out... Okay, so I'm aligned, pardon me, with, let's see here. So it looks like, if I remember correctly, green is Y. So we've got a Y up scenario here in the game. Well, I mean, let's find out here. So I'm in the, yeah, so when I jump, when I was jumping, this Y coordinate was increasing. So Y is vertical in this context. So this function here, block, takes X, Y, Z. So X, oh, gotta pause something here for a minute. There we go. Is it seriously always gonna rain? I don't like that, but whatever. It doesn't really matter because I could turn it off. So let me think here. If I run a block command in my REPL here, I can produce a block. So what I want to do is something at let's go 3x in Y we'll go 2 and we'll go 0 in Z, and the block will be oak. Is that a block type? That's not a block type. Huh. So I ran a command here in the REPL and it spit out a block right there. So 3, 2 at 0. Now if I run another block at 3, 1, that should go right underneath it. Yeah. Cool. And 3, 0 is there. And if I do now 2, 0, yeah. And if I do 1, it should put 1 right in front of me. Yeah. Okay, so that is programmatically putting blocks into the world, which is pretty simple, which is also pretty cool. So I wonder what happens if I do 0, 0, 0. Let's try that. Okay, so it put a block like where in the space that I was occupying. So that's okay, that's good to know. Right, so now I'm curious, right? So there's a dirt block under me now. If I do a block that is 0, -1, and then switch back here, it replaces the block that was there. Okay, so that's good to know. So what would be kind of cool is to build a house with code. So let me think about this for a minute. What would be a fun way to do that? Hmm. Let's see here. Let's do for x range 10. What I want it to do block block x, y 0, z 0. Oh, I need to give it a material, wood. So I can use that to make lines, which is pretty cool. Right, so that was how many blocks? First off, how do I, so I'm in creative mode as well, by the way. I haven't played Minecraft in a bit, so I'm not exactly good, but it's fun to program, so that's cool. Excuse me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so that's good. Let me get rid of that, because why not? Okay, so for fun, let's do a for loop with a bigger range. Oops, gotta for x, y, range 10. Okay. X. Oh, well, this is confusing, but I'm going to intentionally do it wrong. So if I do that, so there we go. It makes a floor, which is pretty nice. So if I run that up here as well, like in the sky, it should just plunk it right into the air, which is neat. Man, this is cool. I kind of like this as a, that'll be fun. One thing I actually want to do is figure out the names of materials, like oak wood planks. Oh, actually, before I forget to do this, let me kind of very quickly explain where I got this whole thing from. So I have this here, Commander Dats created, I do believe this is the original, a little thing called CLJ Minecraft, which is a Clojure library that lets you, you build it into a jar, which is a plugin for like a custom Minecraft server. Bucket, which has all kinds of plugins and stuff like that, so it's like a mod sort of utility. I don't know much about it yet, but I know that I was able to get that running and then build the jar, the Uber jar of this library. I had to, there were version issues, but I got it working. But the point is, this is the code that let me hook a REPL into it. So I didn't build that myself. I found it and just got it working, which is cool. So there's a little snippet as an example here that I'm going to use in a moment. But before that, I also found forget what it was. Let me see. Here. This guy Joseph Wilk has a blog post from 2015, so that's 5 years old already. But this is a video I had seen a while ago that was in the back of my mind. And a little snippet of code here, this, define player, define block, that is exactly copied. I'm using that exactly right here as a basis for figuring out how to use the library, because I didn't completely understand everything. So that's where the credit for this stuff is from, Joseph Wilk, and there's the bucket stuff and Commander Dats, CLJ Minecraft. That's the stuff I'm using. And then everything else I'm just messing around with today to figure out and learn how it all works. So that's all. But actually, I was saying now, what I want to do here is have a look at okay, so there's some functions here in the EV, the event namespace. Where I can register message dot get block event. Okay, so there's 2 bits of code here. There's the myBreak function, which I'm going to copy and paste into here. Oops. Okay, let's clean this up just a bit here. That looks a little better. Alright, that'll be fine. And then this here, event, register event at CLJ plugin, block.block break is the particular event, I guess. And then you run a function on it. So that's kind of a hint at being able to do pretty cool stuff. Cider eval last S expression to REPL, right? Yeah. Did that work? Looks like it did. I've done something incorrect. Let's just do this. Copy that, paste that in there. There it is. Let's register. Register event.clj plugin. Okay, so something is not totally right here. Let's see if I missed something here. In this events, find break. Well, let me switch to this namespace and try it in that namespace. Let's see if there's something going on there. If I do that, and then define my break function in there, and then try to register this event. Okay. So there's an event now registered. For some reason, in namespace, let's see here, CLJ Minecraft craft.core is where you have to be for that, I guess. Register events in the following. Not totally sure why yet, but that's fine. It's just some notes. Get rid of that. Ugh. I think I need to fix up my Emacs a little bit when I'm normally editing an org mode file, but right now I'm editing a CLJ file directly, and the plugins I think are not working the way I want them to. But so now I think if well, actually first let me set the time. So let's see here. If I break a block, well, let's place a block. You broke a grass. You broke a wood. Okay. So let's see. If I do this, you broke a leaves and a stone, I think. Okay, good. So that can help me find the keywords to use for material types. So, but there must be some other dimension on which to select things out. So this is a log. Seriously, it's raining again? It's always raining. And it's apparently snowing right above. I don't understand what. That's weird. That's very strange. Presumably, well, I'm not going to presume to know why that is. Let me go back to this namespace. Oops. This doesn't work. Why is that in there? Don't need it anyway. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, and let's go back to my fourth thing that I was testing. Yeah, oops. Toggle off the downfall. Is there a difficulty? Oh, whatever. I'm in. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, so I guess when it spawned this block in, the default biome for it was like a snow biome or whatever they're called. So it was snowing on the wood, but not anywhere else. I don't know. That's weird. But it's not important. Let's see. I'm not good at this. There must be a programmatic way to... Ooh, I wonder if I do something like this. If I do the same thing, but is air a type? Hey, it is. That's cool. So I can delete things by putting air there, basically. Well, that's helpful. So Oh man, one problem. This the documentation's not, like, Cider can't find documentation built into these things, I guess, or like it can't autocomplete stuff for whatever reason. But that'll be okay for now. I'll just use the GitHub. Let's see if I can understand what's going on. Get some material from the map. If you pass it a keyword, it'll do a lookup. If you pass it a vector, wood, jungle, or water 2, wood, jungle. So I wonder if I can do here, wood, oak. Nope. Nope. Well, let's try another thing then. Wood, jungle, and see if it's different. Still doesn't work. Okay, so I have to figure out. Okay, so get material, right? If I oh man, there's a bunch of stuff built in here. Well, first, okay, get material. If it's a collection, do first get materials, first material key. So materials, i/materials, it's a collection, right? Sorry, I have to check something. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Is it a map? Oof, what am I doing? Is i/materials a map? Yeah. So if I do wood i/materials, it should return something. It's an object. But there's more to it than that, I guess, right? Val second, if value is a number. So I wonder, maybe if I try to do this, wood 0. Ah, okay. So there's different, they're just numbers for different wood types. Yeah, okay. Okay. I see, I see. So this is wood type 0. This is 1. This is 2. And then there might be a few more types yet. Okay. Huh. So this is definitely, so what I know is this isn't the newest version of Minecraft. In the most up-to-date version, materials are actually handled a bit differently. Like, they're, and I was running into problems trying to place blocks because I don't think the code is, like the CLJ Minecraft plugin, I don't think is up to date to handle all the new stuff. At least that's what it appears to be. Oops. It appears to be the case anyway. There we go. Right, so let's actually mess around with, if I go back to in namespace here, there must be a way, mx cider I want to send something into the REPL from, I want to send the thing into the REPL. Insert there's inspect, but I want insert last S expression in REPL. Let's try that. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. Now what's the shortcut for that? Let's see. Let's see. Nothing ever works exactly perfectly. Let me see here. CU? Is that what I want? Oh no, it's not. So I might have to manually set up a shortcut to do that, but that's fine. Well, okay, whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. Cider insert last expression in REPL. That is what I want. Is there a and optional argument? I'll set up shortcuts later. Whatever, it'll be fine this way. Okay, so what I'm doing for a moment is oh, did I not copy the function? I think let me go back here now, back to the home page of this thing for a moment. .get block ev is the function. dot get type, dot get block. Let's see here. Let's do this. And then we'll go mx. Hey, there we go. And we'll register this again. And now we'll go back to the game here. Actually, first we'll set the time. Oh wow, you broke a wood data 0, data 0, let me see here. You broke a oops, in the wrong namespace now. Of course I am. There we go. Now if I do this, now I've got a different wood type. So if I break that, wood data 2. Okay, so what I want for convenience, a little more convenience anyway, is this function, my break function, you broke a dot get block EV, right? That's a whole map. It returns a map, I think. So the sample one here is dot get type. Yeah. Let's make a little, whoops. Let's make a let here. Data be dot get block EV. Get block EV. And then I've got type. Well, let's do it like this. Block, type, and data. Yeah. So the block is that. The type is dot get type. Right? Dot get type. Like that. Of block. That should work, I think. And then this is either going to be dot get data block, or it's going to be the keyword. You broke a let's see. You broke a type. Let's see that first. We'll go there. See if that's working, to see if my logic makes, see if I'm understanding things. Did that register anything? Yep, it did. You broke a wood. Okay, so that's normal. So if I now go back here, you broke a data. If I redefine that function and then register it again, let's try that. You broke a 0. Okay, broke a 2. Perfect. So now how does format work? Why is my REPL not telling me things? Clojure.core/format. Clojure.string/format. That's weird. Let's see, Clojure.REPL/doc. Slash. No. Well, whatever. Let's run it right here. Format, ASDF, blah, S, data. Does it work with two S's like this? SS. Yeah, okay, there we go. You broke a wood 1, so type data. Right, that should work. I'm in there, so if I run this and then register this back to game, a wood 2. Okay, so now I think I have a function that nicely tells me what I need to know to build the things that I want. Stone 1, stone 0. Yep. Okay, that looks good so far. Gravel 0, dirt 0, grass 0. Cool. So this is probably a log 1 or something like that. Yeah. Cool. Oh, yellow flower. Cute. Okay, so entities dying is a different thing than a block breaking, because it didn't give me any kind of event notification there, which is totally cool. That would be weird, kind of, if it did otherwise. So let me just sit here and I'll do a big erase scenario here for a minute. Let's get back to the namespace here. There. Craft core. Let's do rain. No, 4 is what I want here. 4 XYZ. Range 30. We'll do a big chunk. Y range 30. Z range 30. For all of that, do block XYZ of air That's maybe a little too much for it at once. Huh, okay, good to know. Well, let's run again with a smaller output truncated, that's fine. Smaller range, so 30, 30, X, Y, and this will be 2. Oh, of course, I'm going in the wrong. Let's do 20, 3, 20. There we go. Okay, that's kind of better. But now, I want to see here. Minecraft server stop time. Is that possible? That seems useful. Is it gonna work? Maybe if I put the whole thing in. Hey Bizmonger, how's it going? Okay. I'm not doing anything important today, just FYI. Oh, you're alive again? Or still? That's a good thing. I am, like I said, not doing anything important. I have a REPL running in a Minecraft server, so I'm just like messing around with that because it seemed like it would be fun to do on a weekend, you know? Let's see. I just weather clear. Let's try that. It's too big. Oops. There we go. Okay. So now we have an environment that I can just goof around in a little bit. So let me see here. Now, if I want to build a thing, let me make a for loop here and try that. Get range 30, Z range 20. Do that. Do block x 0 z of wood 1. Cool. There we go. Having a good weekend so far? All right. What am I doing? Jeez. Let's see. So if I want to like build a house with programs, let's see, is there nope, sorry. There we go. Run, is that a thing? I want Clojure do printing to REPL. Print programming at the REPL. I want it to not. Is there a way? I'm not sure how to search for what I want it to do. I just want it to not spew out data to my REPL. Yeah. Well, whatever. That's not that important. Let's see. Well, so I just keep making a little for loop in the REPL directly. I might as well turn it into a function, call it floor, to build like the floor of a tiny little house or something. So let me do that. Let me comment this whole bit out. Comment. Oop. Not inside a list. Oh, this is still wrong here. There we go. Move that just way over here. Perfect. There. Okay, so floor is just going to take a width and length, and all it's going to do is width, length, and material. And then it's going to run for it's just going to do the for loop thing. For X is just going to be range W, and Z is range L. Does that make sense? It doesn't technically matter all that much right now. I could just swap them around. That'll be good. And then inside that for loop, all you do is, well, I wonder if I don't have to put in a do. Let me see if block directly just works the way I want it to. X, 0 in the Y, and then Z like that, and the material will be material. Okay, there we go. So if I run floor 2 by, let's do 4 by 3, and the material will be wood 2. Okay, it works. It's still, so I don't want it to print this out, and that's the thing. I don't know how to turn that off in my REPL, but maybe piggyback. Let's see here. Ugh. Man, all my configuration is it's never good enough. There's always stuff to change, and I always don't want to do the work. Oh well. Okay, so that function does kind of work. It makes, what did I call? Let's see here. Pardon me. Let me check something else here. Yeah, that's me. Get position. Is that a thing? So there's a craft player, right? That's on the player object there. I don't know the shape of it, like what information it has attached to it. Position. No matching field. Oh, field is the name that I was looking for. I'm not sure what fields that the class player has are, but this probably has, let's see here, get location player is already there in a function. So location has an X, a Y, a Z, the pitch and the yaw, which is cool, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm kind of wondering if there's like a looking at, like where the cursor is. I wonder if that's a thing. Okay, players first dot get online players. Dot get cursor. Let's close that. Okay, let's look through some of this code here for a minute. Source, CLJ Minecraft, player, player, breaking things. Give. Let me see if I understand. Give player material key and quantity. Does that work? Give player wood. Oh, player slash. Hey, it worked. That's cool. Does it work if I do like this? Wood too? Yep, it does. Neat. All right, that's fun. So just, you can tell the right here, here, it added to the inventory the stuff I put in the REPL there, so that's nice. Nice and simple. Okay, so that's player stuff. Permission stuff, that's kind of useful. Command permission stuff. Broadcast. Okay. Recipes. No, not helpful for right now anyway. I wonder if this world thing is... Oh, that's cool. Explode. Course vector. Arrow. Lightning. Effect. Sound. Generate tree. That seems fun. Oh, whatever. I don't need that. Blocks. Let's try blocks here. Move. Turn. Pen. Oh, this looks like maybe there's an idea of like you draw graphics, like you just draw voxels one at a time with a current location, and you say draw up 3, left 2, etc., etc. It looks kind of like what that's talking about, which might be useful. Calculate line, that's neat. What is U? Up is up. Oh, that's up. Okay. Yeah, okay, so here is an example, I guess. You get a context, you make a context, and then in that context you can, or with, that's kind of cool. Well, okay. This does seem useful. Let me try. Where does the comment end here? This whole thing. I want to be in the namespace Clj Minecraft.blocks, I guess. Namespace Clj Minecraft.blocks. Blocks. Paste this whole thing in. And let's see if this ruins things or works. Because that'd be kind of cool either way. Let's see what happens. It doesn't work. Okay, that's fine. Let's see here. Extrude, wrong number of arguments. Really? We'll forget that then. And there's a warning on the server, so something went weird. But that's fine. Whatever. Okay, so I won't do that right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and do things the way that I want to do them, and all I want to do today is make a tiny little house with like log sides or something like that. So this log 1, yeah. So if I do, right, if I'm looking at this spot here, or if I'm standing right here, let me get back to the namespace that I care about right now. I do just a block at my current position of log 2, it shunted me over. Oh, that's the wrong type. Oh, I was log 1, wasn't it? Yeah, it should have been 1. My bad. 1, log 1. There we go. Okay. So log 1 is what I want. Back to game. Oop. So, okay. So we've got something that makes a bit of a floor with the material that you specify. Let's make a pillar, I guess you could call it. It's just going to be, oops, it's just going to take a height and a material. Height. It technically does need it needs an x and a z and a height. So like that. Right? Now I want to do it like this. The position is xz and the height is how tall it is. That makes a bit more sense. For y range, ooh, that's a mistake. Range height. For y range height at the position xz, yeah, you do block x, y, z of material. Make that, so if I run pillar at the position 1, no, let's do 2, 0 in front of me, I think. With material log type 1, I did something wrong. Of course, I forgot the height. Let's make it 7. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7? Yep, we're good. Good there, so just run it again for a minute. Cool. That's working okay. Floor, pillar. Okay, now let's string base so far. A width and a height, we'll give it that. So it's going to run the floor at width height. No. Width length height. Width length floor. Right, and I'll just hard code the material in there as wood. 1. Do that. And for x is going to be um, 0 and the width, and z is going to be 0 and the length. Yeah, for that, do block, no, pillar I mean, pillar xz height of material type log1. Does this make any sense? Maybe. Let's just fly away from here and try run it in a clearish spot. Base 5 by 5. Wrong number of arguments. 5 by 5 by 5. It kinda works. Okay, so it did the pillars but not the floor, but that's okay. Oops, cider REPL. I have to go to the washroom actually, so I'm gonna go and do that. I'll be right back. All right, back. Where was I? Well, before I launch back into what I was doing, if anyone's tuned in now, hope things are going well for you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. Feel free to talk in the chat or not. If you just want to watch or it's just on as background noise, that's totally cool too. I'm good with whatever. Right, so there's a reason why it didn't run the floor part of this, and that is something I have to figure out. I thought it would work in the do. Do bit, but let me see. Let me see if that, let me try that there. So if I run base, yeah, okay, so it, the do isn't doing it. Is it run? Is run a thing? Run. Run. Nope. Run. Let's try that. Okay, so run is, what's the, why is it not showing me the signature there? Clojure dot REPL slash doc of run runs the supplied procedure for the purpose of side effects on successive items in the collection, returns nil. Oh, runs the procedure on the items in the collection. That's not what I need. But do, I thought, worked the way I wanted it to. Do evaluates the expressions in order and returns the value of the last one. If no expressions are supplied, it returns nil. Of course, that makes sense. Okay, it's probably, it does have something to do with that. Do I don't think that's right. Nope, that's not what I'm after. Clojure.core slash, something went weird with my REPL here. Normally it's got completions, but it's not working today. I don't know why. Whatever. Let it be the way it is. That'll be fine. Let's just get rid of this foolishness. Do each, do all. Oh, what? That's not what I meant. Right, Clojure.core slash do all. Clojure.REPL slash doc. What does it tell me? When lazy sequence, oh, it's a lazy sequence thing. That's not what I need either. Do each isn't a thing. Let me think about this. Ah, okay. So that worked. But so I have this kind of off by one problem here. So I put in 5 by 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The floor is 5 by 5. I need, so this is, too far out by 1, and that's too far out by 1. So if I do this instead, I have to do a, oh, what? Decrement W, decrement L. If I do that, then rerun the base function. Oh wait, I wanna, this is gonna get messed up, so alright, there we go. Now it's a 5 by 5 square thing in this case, right? So if I stand, oop, if I run this with the base, I want it to be 10 by 25 by 7. So I actually, okay, so that, ooh, that's big. So that worked. These are left over. So I actually kind of want to do like, I want to have it clear the area first and then do the thing that I want it to do. Right, so let me make a clear function, which should be easy. Okay, so I need a clear or erase width, length, height, and then all I need to do is clear that area, sort of slice by slice. For X is range W, Z range L, Y range height, and then you do block X, Y, Z of air. Okay, so if I erase 3 by 3 by 3, that looks right. And then I erase, I ran, so this base function I had was what? 10, 25, 7. I want to erase that. Oh, I was off by a bit there. That's fine though. Let's run erase again. Did I break it? I might have well, okay, we're kind of where we need to be. So what I want to do, since I have an erase function, before I draw anything up, I want to erase the width, length, and the height of what I'm building so that it doesn't have anything weird going on inside there. So now if I run a base, let's do 10 by 10 by 7 high. There we go. Okay, that's good. I need to know. Let's make the next thing a door that I put in. I have no idea where I'm looking. Oh, so wait, I can search? There we go. Iron doors, spruce doors. Wait, what is this? Nope, I don't need that. A dark oak door. Acacia door, that's cool. Jungle. Birch and spruce. Let's stick with a good old-fashioned oak door and see if I can find the... Oh, there. Come on. Wooden underscore door 1. Okay, let's build one and see. Block 1 0 0 wooden door 1. Well, that's very weird. I don't understand what I did. Okay, that doesn't look right. Oh. Wooden door 0. Wooden door 9. One and 9. 8. 1 and 8. Oh, because there's like different states, and it's two. Oh boy, that's gonna be a fun one, eh? Let me see here if I can. Okay, so 1, 8. Okay, wooden door 1, wooden door 8. Let's try. Door given an X, Y, Z. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Given an X, Y, Z, you're gonna run block X, Y, Z, do list block XYZ, door. Actually, wait. Let me try one thing simpler for a minute. Block 1 0 0 of just a door like that. Does it do this work for me? Nope, it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. Door 1. And then the next line is block X, Y, inc Y, Z, yeah, door 8. Does that work? We'll find out. Door 1 0 0. No. Oh, 1 0 0 wooden door. Right, if I use the right key, wooden door, wooden door. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, now let's see if it's broken or... Well, I broke it. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, that looks right. That's kind of a pain in the butt. But okay, let me add the door to this thing. Right, so we've got to move that up. Up to here. There's the door. Here, door. At half of the width. Does it break if I give a block a fractional value? No, it doesn't. Okay, so that's fine, I think. If I do this, block divided 9 3, okay, right? Because in Clojure, oh, that's a silly thing to test it with. I should do 10 3, right? In Clojure, it makes rationals or like fractions like that as a type of number. I was just wondering if this would handle that okay, and it does. So that means I can do this relatively safely. That should be okay. Let's try it. Let me erase a spot though. Erase 10, 10, 10. Do that again. Oh, seriously? It's still not enough. There's got to be a smarter way to do this, but that's fine for another day. There we go. Okay, now we'll see if I do base 777. The doors broke. That's cool though. Huh, all right. Oh, I think the door has to be shifted up by one, probably. Let's try it like that. Let's do that. And let's run it, base 777. Still no with the doors. Let's go over here, try again with an even number, 888. That's not it. Let me think. Why is that not working? Oh, maybe if I just do a door. Okay, so it breaks because it's in the air. It needs to be on a block. Otherwise it won't stay, I guess. So door width divided by 2, 0, 0. Run it that way there, and we won't bother with the pillars just so we have something as a starting point. And let's go over here. We'll just run a 6x6 is the test space now, because it's easier. Is weight. Is there a wait? I'm trying to see if it's like if I need to like delay the placement of that or something like that. Oh, delay might be the word that I'm looking for here. Let's see. Delay some function. Is that in seconds? Oh, delay object. Oh, that's not. No, this is not. Oh, I have to force. Oh, this is not at all what I was thinking it was. That's not what I need. Time, isn't it? Clock. Wait. Pause. No, this is silly. That's not what I need. Okay. Wow, I didn't realize this would be such a hard thing to get going. Okay, not a problem though. Let me see what happens if I do, like, on the ground, if I build it a door. Okay, so it's on this block. I want to okay, I want to build a door there. It builds it over. Man, okay, that's I don't know. Whatever. My brain is off today. It's a nice weekend, and I'm not thinking very hard. Not sure if that's clear. It might be. Let me erase a 4 by 10 by 4. And now here 4 by 5 by 1 by 5. Did I erase it the wrong? Let's erase a 20 by 20 by 1. So that is kind of useful, but it'd be cool eventually to make it as like a plugin that you could actually call while you're playing it directly and run code inside there, maybe. But it is really cool to just write code and have it does execute in the game, which is neat. I'm always off by 1 row. That's okay. So I just have one more little idea that I want to implement a simple, theoretically simple function. I'm going to do one more thing and then I'm going to go for the day. Because it's a beautiful day and my friends want to play lawn games. And that sounds like a lot of fun to me. So let me just erase this, hopefully. Must have missed. Oh, I know, because I'm facing a different direction. Oh, that's one thing I didn't think about covering properly at all. Ten, 1. Nope. Hey, Commander Thrashton. You're going to skip Clojure's not a Lisp stuff, and you're also a Lisp friend? Yeah, I'm not really one to care much about the purity of defining those sorts of things. I consider it a Lisp just fine. Glad you're a Lisp friend. So I just came up with this the other day, and since it's a weekend... Yeah, you're into Common Lisp? I'll be honest, I actually started trying to learn Common Lisp before Clojure, and at the time, I didn't know what I was doing. Moved on to anything else, or moved on to other stuff, came back to Clojure. Anyway, I'm honestly not opposed to Common Lisp, I just haven't learned it yet, so. But I have since this is just a weekend and I didn't want to do like real work, I had remembered I had seen someone, this here, Joseph Wilk, I saw this blog post a while ago actually, and he uses Clojure to code music, and he had this video of him manipulating Minecraft with Clojure, and I thought that was really cool, but I remembered it the other day and I kind of muddled my way through installing a mod to try get it to work. So all you're seeing here is I've got a REPL here that, well, I should say the Minecraft server is running a REPL, and I connected to it with my CIDR and Emacs here. And then I'm just messing around learning how to manipulate the game with the REPL. That's all. You're thinking about doing this too, setting up Minecraft so you could do mods? Uh, what's ABCL? Yeah. SBCL I think is like a common open source thing for Common Lisp, right? Like a package manager or something like that. And then ABCL is like the equivalent for the JVM or something. I don't know the details, but the acronyms or whatever sound familiar. Yeah, SBCL is the major one. Yeah, the major compiler. Yeah, so this, like, I just got it up and running today, and I would not say that it's all the cleanest, right? But it is pretty cool. Like, it's kind of fun to be able to just poke around and mess with stuff while you're playing the game. It's pretty neat. Well, I'm being kind of glib here, but I mean, if you're writing Lisp, you could write your own compiler, right? I'm totally joking. Yeah, it would be cool. It'd be really cool um, to get whatever kind of Lisp you want working the way you want in Clojure, or in Minecraft. I will not say that this is perfect. I will just say that it's been fun messing around with it today so far, and I have a few ideas for how I want to keep it up, kind of like a little weekend fun kind of thing. As you can see, I'm not thinking very hard right now. I'm just busting blocks for no reason. There we go. There's an attempt at making Minecraft in Common Lisp. Like, do you mean porting it, or like doing like making their own game that was based on it? Let's see. Is this still? Yeah. Okay, so we've got a floor. And then if I... Oh wait, shoot. I want to do something different. Let me see here. Native. Oh, Commander Thrashton, if you were posting a link, I thought it would probably be a good idea to have the auto mod not allow links. So if that's what you're trying to do, sorry I can't see that, but thanks anyway. Just generates a small world with blocks that you can interact with. That's it. No models. Suckle, S-U-C-L-E. Cool. I can actually Common Lisp Minecraft. We'll see. Put a little note right in there. I'll see it later. Okay, so if I do that, oop, wrong window. And then if I make a door, it just flies away. Hey, there we go. It actually worked, kinda. Okay, let me see then if I can make this work. Okay. Let's fly over here and be there. So what can I do from Clojure? You mean in Minecraft with what I've got set up here? I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't think I pointed this out. This, I did not make the mod that's letting me do this. I have here found Commander Dats. He has this thing, CLJ Minecraft, where he made the plugin that does it. So today is the first time I've used this. I'm just poking around. So I'll give an example here. If I do, there's this function here, block. You can give it an XYZ coordinate that'll be relative to the player coordinate, and then the material, so the type of block that it's going to be, and then you synchronize that back with the game basically, and it places the block in the world. So if I do block 222 and I make it obsidian, that now in the REPL there I made it run that, and then it placed an obsidian block. So I can use that. So I'm not defining new entities, I'm just putting stuff in the world. So I know I'm fiddling with that today. I am pretty sure that the intent of this library itself is to, so here, it uses Bucket, which is like a mod server, I guess. And the goals of this here, convenience functions to make writing plugins more idiomatic to Clojure. So I'm using it as a REPL right now to mess with the instance of the game here, but you can indeed write plugins with Clojure. So presumably you can do whatever you can do with other plugin writing tools, you can do with this as well. But I don't know yet. That's exploration for another day for me. But with what I'm doing today, I can just do quick dirty things like this. So I just write in the REPL, you can write whatever functions and make it output stuff for you in the world. So my whole idea for today was just to see if I could program a little house in there and then just leave it at that, you know? Your friend's big into Minecraft. I started learning some programming to make some mods. That's sounds like a lot of fun, actually. He was so disgusted by Java. Oh man. Yeah, Java can be a pain. It's not always the most beautiful, but sometimes in the world of programming, you got to sacrifice a bit of beauty to get something done, right? I mean, sometimes it's not fun though. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. What was I in the middle of? Here we go. Yeah, Clojure, so if you're really into Common Lisp and you really don't like Java, but you need to work in the JVM environment, Clojure is probably your most straightforward bet if you want something that is a Lisp or close to a Lisp. That's probably your best bet. Oh man, this still isn't working the way I want it to. Well, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm bored. It's beautiful. Oops. I do know, well, no, I do strongly suspect that might consider it for future work. You're into low-level stuff, eh? So is that why you're into Common Lisp so much? Because you can use it to to make all the low-level stuff directly. Compiler development, oh man, good stuff. The closest thing to compiler development I've done is domain-specific stuff on a little library I'm working on in Clojure, but that's like, is it a compiler? Maybe, maybe not, who knows. Sounds like fun though. All right, this silly door, you'd think it'd be easy to build a door. That's ridiculous. So it's easy to do there, but it's if I do the same in the air, the door won't be allowed to exist. It just flies into nothing. Trying to get into a team of new age compilers for Common Lisp. I don't know what that. What do you mean by that? Like an open source team or something that's making new compilers? Or like for work or something? I wonder if I could do some cheesiness here. If I do x decrement y z, oop, z there, and I want to just do grass. There's a door, 200. Okay. So now I can make doors in the middle of the air because I have a dirt block placed under them. Seems legit. So now, with that function, if I run base 888, no, oh, I didn't rebuild my function. One new compiler, yeah, it's open source. Yeah, it's not too surprising. Most really big important software, I think people really want or try to make it open source if you can. Let's see here. Oops. I am losing my mind today. Oh, let's see. Let's try to run that again. Oops. I gotta make things a little cleaner. Okay, so that still isn't working the way I thought it would. Maybe it's because I do need to none of this whoops Let's try again. Nope. That didn't do it. Yeah. Okay, I'm not even trying anything really different at this point. I'm just spamming floors all over the place. Let's see here. What time do I have? Yeah. Hey, Commander, if you're still there, how's your weekend going? Also, by the way, no need to reply if you're not into that. That's totally cool too. Just curious, you know? My weekend has been fantastic. I'm obviously not doing anything highly productive, but you know, not every weekend has to be productive, right? Let's go here, clear this out. You're doing okay? Spent the last 3 days teaching some Lisp? Oh man, that's a good 3 days for your friend, I guess, eh? Let me see. Does any of this make sense? Oh. Let's just move this. Oh, that got all jumbled up. There we go. Base 777, sure. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Let's run base. It kills all the doors. That's fine. You're also trying to make a portable library for full type inference in Common Lisp. Discovered it's pretty much impossible. Where are the compiler people? Fair enough. What was there anything like very specific thing that made it impossible to do? Now obviously it's not gonna be like straightforward and simple necessarily, but was there something in particular? Pretty much because of some tricks you could do with the macros. Yeah. Macros are like, they're amazing and really powerful and opaque and confusing if you're not really careful, right? Type inference done by the compiler itself, not exposed to the user. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense to me. So like there's type inference done. So does that mean there's what am I even trying to ask? So you've got like a compiler step, then a compile time, macro compile time, and runtime or something like that. You've got like different sort of stages of it all, and then the inference happens even before your own macros get run, something like that. A lot of those optimizations happen at lower levels. Okay. IR, intermediate, shoot. It's something, I knew what it meant, but it's not coming to my mind. It's like compilers, like a kind of modern approach people are trying to take is where it's a lot of little stages, right? Like you have your AST and you do a small transform on it and you do another set of transforms all kind of, right? Intermediate representation, yeah, that makes sense. It's like basically you sequence together a bunch of transforms that all run on an AST, and then you kind of have it, you know, these sets of transformations will produce an AST that is useful for the next set of transformations, that kind of thing. I don't know entirely what I'm talking about. I watched like a video on it once. Box and unbox types, yeah. SBCL has 2 intermediate rep stages. Some stuff inferred there can't be expressed in the standard language. Box and unbox types, yeah. I am wondering what to do with the rest of my time at the moment. I have one lame idea that I'm gonna do before I leave. Inventory, please. Glass. What is happening? Broke glass 0. What happens if I build a glass 1? Let's do 1, 1, 1 glass. Oh, let's do ooh, geez. There, okay. SBCL has low-level things for type polymorphism, but messing with them means you're doing non-portable work, basically, yeah. Basically, it's compiler dev, yeah. Yeah, fair enough, right? If you notice, you're kind of doing a lot of hard work, but it's in the wrong spot. It's totally, why would you keep doing it there? Or why would you do it at all, you know? Let other people handle the stuff that they're going to handle anyway, right? Glass 1, glass 0. They look the same to me. 2, 3. They all look the same to me. I don't know what's different here. Huh. Okay, whatever. I don't get it, but that's not a problem. I'm just going to do one little thing and then I'm going to get going for the day. One second here. Sorry about that. Okay, all I'm gonna do is make a glass ceiling which just calls the floor function, passing it the glass material automatically. That's lame as a function, but whatever. I'm fine with it. Then what we do is make the glass ceiling at oh no, I actually have to do something different. I need to pass it a height. And to do that, I can't use the floor thing because it assumes a height of 0 already. What do I want to call that? Layer, width, length, and v position actually makes more sense. Call it y. Ugh. Naming things is always frustrating because I never know what to name things. Right, so that's just going to be v position and material, and for x range w, z range l, you do block x v position z material, like that. So let's not make this function because that's, oops, I don't need this function at all. It's kind of silly to have it. Here's a layer. It should work, yeah. Let's see. We'll run a layer that is 5 by 5, 3 up from me, and glass. One, two, three, four, five. Yep, that worked. Okay, perfect. So let me just finish adding that to here, to my base function, which isn't working completely, but so be it. Layer is gonna have width, length, the height's gonna be, or the v position's gonna be the height, and the material, I'm just gonna make it glass for now because it's kind of cool. Let's run it. Base 777. Okay. There, we have a hideously ugly function that builds this thing. Oh, this is so ridiculous. That's pretty cool though. I think that's going to be good enough for me for the day, actually. So if it's nice outside where you're at, go ahead and enjoy that. That's what I'm going to do over here. Thanks for watching. Anyone who's tuned in now, I really appreciate that. Anyone who might be watching this after the fact, I appreciate that too. I'm new to streaming. I'm new to basically everything all the time. So if there's stuff that could make things a lot more enjoyable, a lot more fun to watch, that kind of stuff, hey, go ahead, leave comments, let me know what's up. Because I want to keep doing this. I'm really enjoying it. Not just Minecraft programming, but I have programming of other libraries that I'm doing, all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun, and I'm going to keep it up. So yeah, engagement's always fun. I appreciate that. And I'll be back again for some more of my document rendering stuff tomorrow around 12:30. But I'm going to get going now because I actually have a call that I need to take. So thanks. Everyone have a good one, eh?